Hi YouTubers, thank you so much for watching this channel. My name is Kevin and you're watching The Royal We. And in this video I want to talk to you about a very sensitive subject that I believe can change the course of your life from here on out, coming out of narcissistic abuse. Now, when you come out of a narcissistically abusive situation, you're going to be in a place of just a mental fog. The narcissistic individuals have done a very good job at trying to convince you that all of the ridicule and the hate and the evil that they had thrown at you is somehow considered normalcy. It's perfectly normal. And not only that, but you should accept it because this is how life is. And if you don't accept it, and if you don't accept the narcissist, then you are judgmental and you are called ignorant. It's very difficult. This gaslighting changes your whole perception of life. It can distort your reality. And when you finally go no contact, you reach this place where you are confused. As you're processing all this pain that you're dealing with, you're going to start to fill up with rage and anger and bitterness yourself. And you're going to want to lash out. You're going to be filled with this hatred towards the narcissistically abusive individual. And what do you do with this? I want to challenge you at this point in your life when you reach this point. I want to challenge you with this concept that I'm going to take from the Bible. And I hope that you receive this because I needed to receive this. Because it's easy to start to question your faith in these situations. You start to question, where is this God? I gave my all to this individual. I gave love to this individual. And I received their bitterness and their anger, and I was called names and insulted and criticized. Where was God? I did that. I remember I had many days saying, Lord, it's not worth it to live this life of being kind and gracious and compassionate towards people who are going to hate you in return. It's very difficult. I want to challenge you now. So I'm going to take this scripture that I found and I'm going to drop it right here. Deuteronomy 30:19. It's the Lord speaking to his people. And he says, I call heaven as a witness against you today that I set before you life and death. And then he says, choose life so that you and your descendants may be blessed. The idea that I received, the word I received through this scripture, is that I have to consider the possibility that no, it's not a test. The narcissistic abuse isn't a test in my life. It's a choice in my life. That I have been through the narcissistic abuse so that I can see death because it feels like death. You're being killed inside. And now you have all this rage and this anger. I had all this in my life. And now I had a choice to make. Do I want to live the life of the narcissist? Or do I want to figure out how to heal? Which I can't do on my own, but to get it out and to continue on being a light. Well, I hope I'm making the right choice by stepping away from being hateful and revengeful, because that's the way of death. I want to choose life so that my descendants, me and my descendants, can be blessed. Now, this is the key part of that scripture. It says, choose life so that you and your descendants can be blessed. It doesn't say that so that you and your spouse can be blessed, or you and your mom and your dad can be blessed. No, it's choose life so that you and your children can be blessed. You and your children. Meaning that it's you. You are the one that makes the change. You make the decision right now in your life to either become the narcissist now or to choose life. And I know what you're thinking. If you are an individual who has a narcissistic mother and a narcissistic father, you're saying, my parents chose to be narcissistic, so what does that mean about me? Because now, how can I be blessed? The scripture's talking to you. Because here's the deal. You're watching this video right now. Forget about your mom and your dad. Choose life so that you and your children can be blessed. You don't have to take the same road as your mom. You don't have to take the same road as your dad. You are now receiving information that your mom and your dad didn't receive or didn't act on. Your mom and dad chose the road to be narcissistic. They chose death. And you know they chose death because it's killing you. So now it's up to you to choose life so that you and your kids, you and your children can be blessed. Deuteronomy 30:19. So here you are. You've experienced death in your life through narcissistic abuse. I believe the time is now. The reason we're seeing all this narcissistic abuse is because right now there is a separation going on between death and life. What are you going to choose? I hope that you choose life so that you and your descendants can live and be blessed. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please hit me up. My phone number is right there. Be sure to like and hit subscribe.